We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and you know, we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so listen to me. Anytime I tell you that I have a video in a presentation, you have to just watch the video to the end and you will see it. As I said before and I'll say again, over here is not no sensationalized video. Over here is educational, to inspire, to aspire you to better think in Jamaican. Before I lie to you, I would not say anything. I am that kind of person. I am from the belly of the beast, where criminality was born, the birth of criminality. And there's no other person I have seen on YouTube that can go in depth and tell you what really happened, how it all started. That's the reason why they hated yours truly. And that's me, I don't care. And the passion that I have against criminals, elected or not, trust me, I am very passionate about Jamaican and Jamaican people. And when I speak with authority. It's only two of us from my age group is alive. And you're looking at that black man, that man is responsible for, he's one of them that, the orchestrator of criminality in Jamaica. So you're looking at PJ Patterson, and there's a video of him, on the channel with him and this woman. And if you look to your right, you will see that I said the thief returned. But as me, I call him the black thief. I call PJ Patterson the black thief. And the reason why I call PJ Patterson the black thief is because of the Shell waiver scandal and the Iran sugar deal. In any decent country, PJ Patterson would have gone to prison for that. But in Jamaica, the criminal's paradise, he was defenestrated, nothing happened. Most of you don't even know how the Integrity Commission and all of these things. It's Edward Seago is the man who's behind all of these things, all of these agencies. But the PMP has strategically weaponized these agencies, not to fight criminality or corruption, but to use it as a weapon against the opposition. So the black thief emerged on a shame, PJ Patterson. And when I say that, I say it without any apologies. PJ Patterson is one of the worst prime minister ever in the history of Jamaica. Yeah, man. So the black thief emerges. Yes. And when I say it without any apologies. The Black Thief, PJ Patterson, and Jamaica's curse of criminal leadership. Brothers and sisters, those of you who have been loyal fans, long-time listeners, or new subscribers to the Jamaica Young Police channel know my story very well. My name is Christopher Porter, a son of Kingston 12, born and raised in Ibelly at the Beast itself. I was born at 38 Oxford Street, Jonestown, and raised in hard concrete jungle. I am not here to entertain lies. I am here to strip the mask of those who betray our people and sold out our country piece by piece, and have indoctrinated our people to become criminals, liars, and everything that's immoral. Right now in Jamaica, there's no bottom left for the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, because this is one of the men who have imparted criminality to us. This is the Black Thief that gave us the Klansman gang. And Jamaica is very fortunate that Andrew Wallace is not hasn't given us any gang. No, not one. And today we revisit a man I have always called the Black Thief. Yes, and I say it without any apologies. I have zero respect for him. And he's a black man. He's blacker than me. They say that Jamaica is homophobic, but yet this man never live with a woman or have a girlfriend or a wife. That, yeah. When I talk about it in my lifetime, them say the man a big Rear Admiral Timon, and Jamaican people vote for him. So I don't know how the hell the world say we homophobic. And see it again, in 2025, Jamaica elected one of the biggest Rear Admiral in Jamaica, Isaac Buchanan. If you want to see when him go down like a real girl, I tell you, you know, when a girl sit down on it, I saw him behave. You know what I mean? And him not hide it. And them vote for him. And them hug him up. None of them don't even know that they will end up dead, catch a thing in their meningitis, and go open them nose, and swell them brain and kill them. And this is the same man, Isaac Buchanan, who tell black people say them look like monkey. Them have short memory still, you understand? So, the Black Thief emerges. Yeah, man. Patterson, the longest serving Prime Minister of Jamaica, a man who should have been rotting in prison for his crimes against the Jamaican people, and I said that without any apologies. So why I call him the Black Thief? When I call PJ Patterson the Black Thief, it is not a joke. It is not a nickname. It is not an insult for laughs. It is a type of earning blood, corruption, and betrayal. I cannot litany of crimes that this man committed against Jamaica. But for today, I just would name two before he become Prime Minister. So let us remember two of the biggest scandals that mark his legacy. One, the Shell waiver scandal, where millions of dollars evaporated from the nation's purse. Money that should have gone into schools, hospital, jobs for young people, but instead found its way into the pockets of a few chosen men. The Iran sugar deal scandal, another grand robbery orchestrated with the sophistication of a mafia done, where the Jamaican people were once again sold out like cheap goods in a market stall. Any other man, any honest Jamaican would have been dragged before the courts, locked behind bars, and branded as a criminal. But PJ Patterson, he was untouchable. Why? Because he was a protege of Michael Manley, the godfather of criminality and political terrorism in Jamaica. Let us not pretend. The Black Thief should have never been Prime Minister. He should have been in prison. Yet, because the People's National Party built an empire on political violence, corruption, and deception, Patterson walked tall and skate, free to climb the ladder of power until he reached the very top. And when he got there, he did not build, he destroyed. And he robbed from the poor. 44,000 people, them robbed them. PJ Patterson, Omar Davey, Mark Gummerbeer Golden, and Peter Bunting. But you see the people that voted for the white man, Mark Gummerbeer Golden from Britain, and Peter Bunting, and Ian Ailes, Satan Campbell, and I'm just talking from and the others. Isaac Buchanan, you have to be a criminal. You have to be a criminal-minded person. As I said, there are two kinds of Jamaicans. You have one that's criminal-minded and one that's law-abiding citizens. Yes. He gave us prosperity, but he gave us prosperity. No, he gave us not prosperity but pain. That is what PJ Patterson did, the black thief. He gave us not progress but poverty. And worst of all, he gave us one of the most brutal and feared gangs in Jamaica's history. The Klansman gang from Spanish Town. PJ Patterson is the author, the creator, the godfather of the Klansman gang. Give them even $400 million government contract, and the people them still vote for the PMP them in the last election 2 years ago. So this man is not just a thief of money. He's a thief of futures, a thief of stability, a thief of hope. And because of his leadership, thousands of Jamaicans, especially the poor and powerless, have been trapped in a cycle of violence and despair. Now, imagine this. The black thief himself, not hiding, not crawling away in shame, but standing tall, smiling in public, unashamed of his deeds. And camera, you're going to see him on video. This is the sickness that has gripped Jamaica. Criminal leaders celebrated like heroes, while honest men are treated like fools. PJ Patterson, the black thief, have no shame. And those who follow in his footsteps, Michael Manley, D.K. Duncan, Keeberman, Tony Sparling, and the others have dragged Jamaica in a pit where crime is not condemned, but normalized, celebrated, and they revere the criminals. They brainwash the people into believing that corruption is just politics, that gangs are just community leaders, that murder is just the price of survival. And so today we live in a Jamaica where the gunman is loved and the police officer is hated. And I'm speaking from memory. That is someone that impart to me. You heard Natalie, she's on the channel, she's from Jonestown. And she tell the world, I told you people about her. But guess what? You know why that happened me? Because I am from the belly. I am speaking truth. I don't tell you sensational things. I tell you where it all started. Because if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going. So do you see the connection? This normalization of criminality did not happen by accident. It was crafted, designed, engineered by men like PJ Patterson. They planted the seeds of corruption, watered them with blood, and today we reap the bitter fruits. Murders daily, gangs controlling communities, young men growing up believing the gun is their only path, politicians walking free after looting the treasury. This is the true legacy of PJ Patterson, the black thief, a curse upon Jamaica. And let me be clear, there is no forgiveness for this. There is no redemption for selling out an entire nation. When PJ Patterson leave this earth, there is no seat for him among the heroes of Jamaica. No, his place is already reserved in the fiery pit of hell itself. There he will join his mentors and comrades in destruction, Michael Manley, D.K. Duncan, Keeberman, Tony Sparling, and the others, all of them who masqueraded as leaders of the people but were in truth architects of terror and betrayal. And I pray that when PJ Patterson, the black thief, reaches that place, Satan himself make him fart, so the stench of his betrayal follows him for eternity. My brothers and sisters, I am not here saying this to make you laugh or clap. I am saying this because we must wake up. We must stop glorifying the very men who destroyed us. We must stop romanticizing politicians who rob us blind. And we must stop being fooled by shining speeches and empty promises. That's all the PMP LGBT host criminal organization give them promises. Promise them land and $500,000. I tell you, hey, that's a real fool, where they going to find money to give them? So now that Isaac Buchanan is going to give them the house and $500,000 and a car. So if we continue to worship criminals, we will raise up more criminals. If we continue to honor thieves, we'll produce more thieves. Jamaica can only be saved when the people declare enough is enough. And it seems like they haven't reached there as yet. They're waiting us to become 80, but thank God for Dr. Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. I don't know why I keep calling him Michael, but because his middle name. So I have to just say Andrew Holness. But he's the Michael Manley. He's our Michael Manley in a good way. Michael Manley the opposite. So tonight, as you hear my words, remember this. PJ Patterson, the black thief, is not a statesman. He's not a national hero. He's the black thief, the architect of the Klansman gang. He may walk tall in this life, but in the next, his judgment is certain. And until that day come, it is our duty as Jamaicans to call out these thieves, traitors, to expose their crimes and demand better for our children and for our nation. So share this message. Share it with your friends, your family, your community, and let them know the truth. Because the truth is the only weapon strong enough to break the chains of lies that have bound Jamaica for too long. So now I ask you, will you be silent or will you share this truth so others may await? So now I want you to watch the video of the black thief himself, PJ Patterson. Listen to what this unashamed man is saying. You watch, you listen, and you decide.
I've just completed my civic duty, voting not only for the party that is going to rescue Jamaica, but also a candidate who will be my next member of parliament, bringing the requisite energy, understanding, and commitment to serve the people very well and ably of northeastern St. Andrew. I've just completed my civic duty, voting not only for the party that is going to rescue Jamaica, but also a candidate who will be my next member of parliament, bringing the requisite energy, understanding, and commitment to serve the people very well and ably of northeastern St. Andrew. I've just completed my civic duty, voting not only for the party that is going to rescue Jamaica, but also a candidate who will be my next member of parliament, bringing the requisite energy, understanding, and commitment to serve the people very well and ably of northeastern St. Andrew.
My fellow Jamaican, we cannot rewrite the past, but we must confront it with courage. The truth is clear. Men like PJ Patterson, the so-called black thief, and the others before him planted the poisonous seeds of corruption, criminality, and betrayal that continue to choke this nation. They walk unashamed, celebrated as leaders, while our people buried sons and daughters and the communities drowned in blood. But here's the choice before us. Do we remain silent and allow history to repeat itself, or do we raise our voices and say no more? We must never forget Jamaica's future cannot be built on lies and theft or on glorification of criminals. It must be built on truth, justice, and integrity. And that begins with us refusing to honor the dishonorable, refusing to clap for corrupt, and refusing to remain blind to the crimes of those who wore suits but ruled with blood-stained hands. So, as PJ Patterson and his ilk emerge unashamed, let us not be fooled. Let us instead expose them, reject them, and tell our children the truth that Jamaica deserves better. And if we stand united, if we refuse to be brainwashed, then this curse of criminal leadership will end. Brothers and sisters, I say it loud, Jamaica's future belongs not to thieves, not to criminals, not to liars, compulsive liars and unconscionable people. Those of you who support the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization after April 20th, 29, 2025, please, I don't want no friendship from you, not even hello. Unless you're ready to redeem redeem yourself. Redemption is a must. And denounce them that you don't support criminals or the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. They have shown you what they represent. But to the people who love truth and justice and righteousness, I said, you're my friends, you're my brothers, you're my sisters, and I love you all. But those who support the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, you are traitors, you're criminal-minded and criminal enablers, and you are a threat to the betterment of this country. And I say it without any apologies. I want no friends from any of you, none. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out. And there goes the black thief, PJ Patterson, the father that gave us the Klansman gang. Have no shame. How do you sleep at night? Your soul is already reserved in hell for the wickedness and evil that you have done to our people. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out.